Hi everyone, happy Easter, Passover, Ramadan. I have been away from posting for a bit, just a lot going on for me at work and personally. But I've been researching graphic designers. I want to get some print materials, get the website live, start a GoFundMe. Those are my next steps. There's a lot of parts of me that say, abandon this project. You don't have the time or the skill. But the larger message that I'm taking in is to do what I can when I can. So that's where I'm at. And my mind is always turning on how we as a nation can work together to create a happier, healthier society here in the us, and how political leaders speaking and campaigning positively is such an important aspect of that process. So this video is going to address two things. Why is it important to sow peace right now? And why is it a favorable time to sow peace right now? So first, why is it important? A story for you. I was last year watching a documentary on Yeshua, as my memory has it. Yeshua, otherwise known as Jesus. And I got a call from my brother, went into the other room, talked to him for an hour or two, came back in, and on the screen was, where I had paused it, a caption that said something like, "Natives and foreigners' bodies strewn all over the place." And I was like, oh shit. And I filed that in my potential important messages from the universe drawer in my brain. And it really does feel that with our increasingly technologically advanced society, there's more likelihood for interaction with developed life from another planetary system. Now, we don't know if or when. However, let's just look at the news, right? And so to draw your attention to a specific example, CNN, okay? Katie Bowe Williams, Zachary Cohen, and Jeremy Erb on June 25th, 2021. US intelligence community releases long-awaited UFO report. Right, and so you can see it for yourselves. It basically says that the US government is acknowledging that there are things in the air that we don't know about. It's causing some concerns. There were, 11 near misses. They want pilots to be reporting on this so that they can help figure it out, because there's aspects of the flight patterns that are different, right, of these objects. And they say, well, we don't know. We don't know if it's our sensors. We don't know if it's another country. We don't know if it's extraterrestrial life. So just knowing that it could be more potential, it's so important for us to be functioning harmoniously so that we're ready for that. Another very important reason is that extreme weather will be continuing to expand, unfortunately, because of the damage we've done to the planet. And that's going to create, of course, disasters. It's going to create problems with the power grid. There's going to be a lot of things that we need to work together on. And so again, it's so important for us to be functioning harmoniously. And the third reason is that here in the US, teen suicide and suicide in general is on a rise over the last decade. That is not the case for all countries in the world. However, it is the case here. And we need to address that. You know, of course, we know gun violence is on the rise as well. And so, you know, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to just look around and understand what's happening around us, and to know that this is an important time for us to work together to establish greater wholeness and harmony. So that's why it's important right now. Why is it a good time? Well, we've been advancing in our digital means of communication, and so we're much more interconnected across the country and across the world than in centuries before, right? And even in decades before. So we have the capabilities to be together on things. And COVID really brought us to a place of being in more continual video, digital communication with each other. And also it brought us toward understanding psychological health in a new way and having less stigma. And so now the need for psychological health is greater. It's also more acknowledged and more accepted. And so this is a good time for us to really ride that wave of change into a more beautiful future. In future videos, we will look at a timeline of humanity and how and why world peace is actually attainable, and what that involves. So I look forward to continuing to put myself out there in this work for this beautiful planet that we are so privileged to call home. Love you all.